Okay, so Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. Okay, so where is it? I had it here and now I lost it just that quick. Okay. Um, Welcome to Baldur's Gate, a venerable nest of rats and vipers clinging to rocky slopes, looking over the Chonthar River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt upon the common rabble in the lower city, which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn to this place like flies to a carcass. Following the river far east would eventually lead to Elturel, capital of the Holy Land of Ultigard, or at least that was the case until a few days ago. The flood of refugees from Elturel has gotten worse since news first arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Elturel. The patriarchs pay a mercenary army called the Flaming Fist to protect their interests in Baldur's Gate, and by extension, the city itself. The Flaming Fist has gained even more power since their charismatic leader, Oldair Ravengard, claimed the title of Grand Duke a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist has sealed the city's gates to staunch the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. All of this was brought to your attention shortly after you were drafted uh, by the Flaming Fist to defend the city. Your orders are to speak to Captain Zaj at the uh, Basilisk Gate, um, which pierces the city's which pierces the city's eastern wall and takes its name from the various statues that rest in its niches and perch atop its battlements. Unseen beyond the sealed Basilisk Gate, a dirt road stretches through the outer city slums to the bridge known as Worm's Crossing, then to distant realms beyond. Dozens of Flaming Fist soldiers are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eager to leave the city, armed with only a vague description of Captain Zaj, a tall man with long black hair and a leather eye patch. It takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between soldiers and commoners, and you finally spot uh, the one-eyed soldier as he beats back the dissidents that are trying to escape uh, Baldur's Gate. Now I'll move you over to the Baldur's Gate map.
Question.
Yes,
Our conspiracy that we're involved in, has that already occurred or is that yet to occur?
that has already occurred.
Okay.
That has
So that's
already
how we all
taken
know each
place.
other.
Yeah, and as fate would have it, after that deed had taken place, um, uh, you guys were approached randomly by various members of the Flaming Fist to be constricted into their organization to basically do their bidding. They, as you know, that this is something that can potentially happen. Doesn't happen very often, um, but in extreme circumstances, you can see why, as they're basically kind of stretched thin, trying
Right.
to protect the gates and kind of keep the refugees from forcing their way in. Let's see here. So, um, and as you know, you see him uh, basically kind of swinging over the into the crowd and kind of like laying into some of the people, uh, striking them. Uh, the He turns and looks and sees as you guys approach. Uh, and you know that this is just another day in the city of blood. Okay, so all right,
We're here then, right?
yeah, you guys are there right now. So as you guys approach and see
The
Captain
basilisk
Zod,
stakes.
yeah, Basilisk Gate. Yeah, you guys have a party token right there, Basilisk Gate. So as you guys approach, um, you see Captain Zod kind of you know raises a hand and kind of beckons you guys over. You see a couple of the veterans kind of like make room, make a path, for you guys to get to to him as he steps forth, and he says to you, "The refugee crisis has stoked fears that Baldur's Gate might suffer the same fate as Elturel, of which nothing remains but a hole in the ground. Apparently, our Grand Duke, Ulder Ravengard, was visiting El Terrell on a diplomatic mission when the city was destroyed. Coincidence? I think not. The Knights of Eltegard called themselves Hell Riders. A few of them escaped the destruction and think they're somehow to blame for El Terrell's downfall. That's a bunch of what a bunch of self-righteous rebel rousers. We're arresting them on sight, but that's left us short-handed to deal with another problem. For that, I need your help." And he
Yes, Captain.
kind of looks to all of you for to acknowledge that you guys are willing to help in this matter.
What kind of help?
Particularly, we are here to serve.
In a minute, Dana. I'll get that to you in a little bit. Um, let's see here. What kind of help? He says, "I'm glad you asked." He says, "Baldur's Gate has long been plagued by followers of the Dead Three. The gods Bane, Baal, and Merkel. I thought we had wiped them out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death have are taking advantage of the current crisis to commit murder sprees throughout the city." And he kind of looks over all of you. Uh, as my appointed deputies in this matter, you'll have license to kill these wretches on sight, find their lair, and wipe it out. Eliminate anyone who gets in your way, and don't worry about collateral damage. If you do what I say, I'll see that each of you receive 200 gold pieces in addition to my gratitude, which is worth considerably more. A few blocks from Baldur's, a few blocks from the Basilisk Gate is Elf Song Tavern. A spy named Tarina hangs out there, gathers rumors for the guild. She owes me a favor, so tell her you work for me. Ask her what she knows about the Dead Three, and for the love of Balderound, be nice. Tarina has dangerous friends."
Hmm.
Do you have some kind of certificate you're going to give us?
Okay, you say that, and you see he kind of like waves his hand kind of nonchalantly, and one of the veterans kind of comes up with like a small bag, and he kind of hands it uh, to the captain, and the captain reaches in there and he tosses to each of you um, uh, basically, where is it? Let me find it. I should have had it up in the first place. He basically tosses each of you a badge that where's the handouts at? Yeah, he tosses each of you guys a badge that basically is a symbol of the flaming fist, and here it is. Let's see here. Yep, here we go. Yep, he tosses each of you a badge made of copper, to each of you, um, and says that this will allow you to pass uh, through the city under my jurisdiction. It says you have with this you'll be under my authority in what you do in the city. But like I
Yes, sir.
said, do not waste time on this task. Says there are many more tasks that must be done, and we are stretched thin.
As you say, sir. Go to the Elf Song Tavern and speak with Tarina.
What does this woman look like?
What does the woman look like? He describes her as a uh, he describes her as a uh, like 5'6" uh, woman with dark hair, slanted, uh, mischievous eyes, and has a thing for Baldur's Bones, which is a local game, dice game that people play. He says, "Now go on, get." Says, "Go on, get." Says, "Get this done." Too sweet, because as it stands right now, I can't have the dead three running amok in my city. And he turns, you kind of like see like the crowd kind of is trying to surge forward again. He's like, and he points to like one particular person in the crowd that's being a little more vocal than the rest. And you see like the flame fist, they just start like beating, they thwack thwack, like grabbing them and like pulling them in. They're just like beating them down. And you see as they do, they're like reaching and like grabbing like his uh in like his belt pouch or whatever, and they're kind of like going through that, and you see they kind of like uh, you know dump out his the contents of his pack or whatever he has on the ground, and they kind of like kick some of it aside, and you see that they're literally just kind of like picking through and like taking what they want and kicking the rest away, and you know
I turn away from the sight
yeah.
and wait for my companions.
I start making my way through the crowd.
Do we see that?
Yeah, all you guys see that. And this isn't unusual for you guys. You guys know the Flame Fist are barely more than a bunch of thugs that have been given legal authority to basically kind of do things their way in the city to try and maintain peace and order. Um, and they have a tendency to be very heavy handed with how they handle things.
'Tis best not to incite them further. Let us be about our way.
Grit my teeth and move along.
Okay.
And I follow.
All right. Okay. So, uh, where are you guys going next?
We're going towards the Elf Song
Elf
Tavern.
Song Tavern.
Well,
What was the captain's name? Captain what?
Zodge.
Captain Zodge, Zodge.
Hey, that's how I spelled it.
D-G-E. Such, okay. And we're going to Talina?
Tarina. Let me go ahead and type that.
Tarina. Oh, it's an E.
Let's see here. Did you actually know any? Well, you guys all would have probably heard some rumors about the Dead Three, being followers of, the the dead gods, as it were, um, uh, within the city, as they have been known to have caused unrest and certain things have happened in the city from those that have followed uh, those individuals. But it's for a while it was believed that they were more or less taken care of or diminished to a point where they were essentially ineffective. But they've recently been considerably more active as a
So their
result.
meeting places are not obvious. They're underground.
Yeah, yeah, you would definitely
Got it.
get that impression. Okay. All right. So, all right. So, as you
As we make our way to the Elf Song Tavern, I
yes,
practice the famous words of the flaming fish. I am the law!
I serve the flaming fist. Uh, that's basically how that goes.
Terralissa is
Um,
silent.
all right. So I'll tell you what. Somebody on the way there. Um, let's go with who's leading this pack.
I'm between me and the Dragonborn. We're most likely the two who would part the crowd quickest.
Okay. So one of you two roll a d20.
Want to
Go
do it this
ahead.
time?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
By the way, before we get any further,
Yeah.
Lucian, Terralissa, is it Denatir, Dana, or is it pronounced differently? Okay. And is it Zirian or something different?
Zirion, yes.
Zirian.
Yes, we
And
technically didn't introduce each other
yeah,
ourselves.
we know each other, so that's fine. But how do you say your name, Dana?
Which one?
The one you're going by. What are you going by?
The one you go by right now.
What is your public persona?
Now I gotta remember how to pronounce it.
Yeah. See.
uh,
Oh, is
Elef-
that what I gave you?
yes, Eleftherios
Okay.
Saxophanos.
Wait,
That's
what?
good. Eleftherios Baxavanos.
Ella.
There's no way.
You might want to change your character's name to Eleftherios
Ella.
on the name thing, so we remember
Oh
that.
my god.
Or his friends can call him Lefty.
Yeah, that works. Okay.
Elif.
That's actually a real name of a person I know. Seriously.
Okay.
There he is, but oh my, I can't say that.
And he goes by Lefty. That's what he prefers to be called, Lefty.
How is it lefty?
Left.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. While you guys are en route to Elf Song, you see kind of like you guys are kind of like passing through. There's kiosks, for like merchants and stuff, kind of in route over there, and uh, um, as you guys are passing, who would you say is the nicest dressed?
I'm dressed like a temple acolyte, so probably not me.
Okay.
I'm just wearing my armor.
I look like I walked through a bush.
Okay, definitely not you.
Then it's
Uh,
Eleftherios.
yeah, yeah. Which persona are you in?
How are you dressed, actually?
Okay, so you're dressed up nicely. Okay, so as you kind of are walking by, uh, a couple individuals kind of like grab you by like your coattails, and they say, "Hey, hey, hey!" It's like you look like somebody that uh is discerning of good merchandise, and you see like like the other one is kind of like pulling out like a bunch of like knickknacks. Like he has like this you see he kind of opens his coat up, and he has like a bunch of like vials of stuff and potions and stuff, or
As he does that, I pull off the little badge they gave me and hold it up to them, and just hold it up to them silently.
Okay, and then at that point they kind of oh sorry about that, sir. And they back down and kind of like slink away. And you guys continue on to the Elf Song Tavern. That would be a random encounter, by the way.
Okay.
So, two crass merchants. That's what came up. Okay, so you guys make it to the Elf Song Tavern. It's a relatively nice looking establishment, being in the lower city. Uh, However, as you kind of approach, you see there's like a large looming figure at the front door. Um, Appears to be a half ogre. Um, Dressed in like a just regular uh, kind of nondescript pants and kind of like a brown vest, kind of uh, dullardly, kind of like staring off, kind of like looking around. And as you guys kind of approach, she's kind of like looking at you, with this kind of, oh, it's like, you want to go inside? And,
Yes, we wish to enter. I hold up my badge
okay,
discreetly, not flashing to everybody, just so that only he can see it
okay,
quietly.
all right. He looks, he's like, okay, like, like, go in, like, doesn't really seem to acknowledge that the badge it means anything to her. Either she's too dumb to really know, or uh, doesn't really understand, as it were. So, just FYI, um, as you guys kind of move inside, uh, you guys, well, before I go to the description, outside of this location, there are certain areas which have windows. Those would be very narrow slits. If they're narrow, don't go through them. Where you guys are at, you're fine. You guys can go in through that way; it's thick enough. But if it's like really narrow,
Yep.
like over here,
Like
then
cracks in the walls, basically.
yeah, then I would say no. Okay. Um, okay, yeah. So as you guys enter in, you guys can hear kind of like the soft song is almost kind of ethereally playing in the background as you know people are kind of like listening and whatnot. Um, Basically, for those of you that have been in town for an extended period of time, would know that the elf song is known for the fact that it basically has a spirit that apparently occasionally plays a somber song about a lost love, uh, and it plays like the same song every time. Uh, Basically, um, as you guys enter. You can see kind of like throughout, it's relatively crowded. There's a few individuals kind of inside this place. Let's see here. What else about it?
Dad, the dogs got sprayed by a skunk, so don't let them in the house.
Yeah, don't let them in the house.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. As you enter in, you see a relatively nice looking half elf kind of over by the bar named Alan. Like I said, for those of you that know that he's like the owner, and although he is he appears to be somewhat young, you know that he actually is actually fairly old, but he just keeps himself looking fairly well. And let's see here, and
Hair club for elves.
yep. and he basically, as you guys come in,
Yeah, what you want? You lost or something? If it's drink you're after, I reckon there's a prissy ale hall somewhere up the street where the sun don't shine. Point is, they ain't nothing for you here, friend. All's here's just some quiet, decent folk want some quiet, indecent drink, and to be left to their own businesses.
Did we lose him?
Somebody actually said that to us?
Yeah, that would be this person over here.
That the barkeep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep. Okay. And okay, so you guys kind of step in. You can see also pretty much next to where Terra Lisa is and Dentiri is as well. There's a suit of armor, basically leaned up against the wall. And as you kind of like walk in, you see it kind of like turns as you guys kind of walk in. It's a bit kind of rusted, but it's a suit of plate armor. You see a couple people kind of like look at you guys as you kind of come in and kind of just go back to doing what they're doing, not really paying much mind to it.
I step up to the barkeep and I say, "Pardon me, sir. We're looking for Tarina." And I slide a silver coin across off the bar.
Okay. This is Tarina. Says, "Oh yeah, she's normally upstairs playing Baldur's Bones with with other patrons here."
Thank you, sir.
As you
will.
guys are kind of like talking, this the waitress kind of comes back over here and she sees you guys all kind of lined up by the bar, and she kind of looks at each of you, and she basically asks,
Greetings. We're a bit busy here today. Are you ready to order? What'll it be? We have a roasted mutton served with sweet onion soup and rolls, and chicken and potatoes served with a vegetable stew. Travel fare is hardtack and raisins. For ales, we have a seasonal blonde ale, a bit ditzy, and a bitter.
Am I missing something? I'm not hearing Joe.
"You're not hearing?"
Okay. I'm going to step
It's
aside
in game.
give you time to
Turn
make
your
a decision.
in-game audio up.
Right.
Play that one again, Joe. 'Cause that was awesome.
Okay, give me one
Make
second.
sure your master music volume is not all the way down.
Right.
Under your game settings. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my settings.
Okay, you ready?
Tony, you want to try now?
I don't know what I'm looking for. Give me a second.
Okay, go under your gear icon on the right, my settings.
Okay.
Master music volume level. Make sure it's all the way on the right.
Okay.
And then just listen. Go ahead, Joe.
Greetings. We're a bit busy here today. Are you ready to order? What'll it be? We have roasted mutton served with
Okay, I don't
sweet
have
onion
it
soup and
You don't hear
right.
that?
and
I don't have
chicken
it right
potatoes
or
served with
something. I don't know.
vegetable stew.
Oh,
Travel fare
okay.
is hardtack and raisins.
She's offering mutton
Ales,
and
we
sweet
have a
onion stew or
seasonal
chicken.
blonde ale, a bit ditzy, and a bitter
With
dwarf.
hardtack.
I mean dwarf bitter. Ba-dum-dum-tsh.
A seasonal blonde ale that's a bit
Okay.
ditzy.
I'm going to step
Or
aside
dwarf
for a
ale that's a
moment
bit bitter.
and give you time to make a decision. Okay.
Okay.
Greetings. We're a bit busy.
So that's what she does. She
Dude.
saunters up.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Yeah, I found a couple of those. I had to play them.
I'd say, yes, ma'am. The mutton with the sweet onion soup And a blonde ale would be fine, please. That does sound good.
I'll have that chicken.
Okay. She kind of like counts. She says okay, and then she kind of like goes to like each of you if each of you guys wish to basically take the same fare. She basically says, "Oh, that'll be 2 silver apiece."
Okay,
I hand over.
me too.
Okay.
Same.
All right, no problem. Okay, so she takes it, and then you see she kind of kind of walks past Daintier and kind of as she kind of opens the door, walking into the next room, you hear her calling out, Fat Rabbit, we got 5 more orders, It's like you like hear like a whole bunch of like clattering, in the back, like like a whole bunch of just activity back there in the kitchen area.
Perhaps we should take a table, friends. This looks like a good table over here. I'll move over into this room.
Shouldn't we go and try upstairs?
We shall, but doing so on a full stomach would probably be recommended. Besides, that sweet onion soup sounds really delicious.
Okay. All right. After about 20 minutes or so, the waitress comes back out with a whole bunch of plates, balanced on her arm, and she says, "Okay, here's one for you, for you, for you, for you, and you," and this kind of clatters them on the table, uh, and then she continues about her way, going and taking other orders as uh, as is her job. And like as she's kind of doing that, like a few minutes later, you guys see like this little uh, halfling character kind of comes out and yells, "You Mary, you forgot this." She's just complaining about something I forgot. And she's like, Keep your shirt on," and then you see she kind of takes her uh, rag and kind of like snaps it up, fast from after wiping on the table. And she goes over and she kind of like puts get back in the kitchen, it's like, and he runs back in there and he's doing his thing. So lots of activity going on.
Well, that's good. That means we won't stand out too terribly much. We also want to try to fit in and not stand out. That is why I suggested we eat before we go upstairs. We'll attract
I
less
doubt we
attention.
don't stand out.
Well, we will attract less attention if we appear to be regular patrons, yes?
I always attract attention.
Well, Eleftherios, yes, you do. Awfully quiet there, Tagalong.
It's like, whatever. Just give me
Give me another ale.
Yep, give me another ale.
Right. Well, after I don't hesitate, eat quickly, enjoy it, and ready to go upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I finish eating quickly and seeing once everyone is done and starting to head up.
All right. Tag says he'll hang around. No, he'll go upstairs with you guys. So,
Oh.
all right. So, let's get you guys upstairs here. Second. is I'll do it one at a time here. So let's stare, stairs. Okay. Here you go.
Which one appears to match the description we were given?
All right. Well, let's see here. You have pictures here for each one. You got this individual here. It looks like nondescript. This person here looking kind of rough. These three individuals are over here playing. Looks like they're throwing dice. Um, um, as you guys like come up the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. So, I gotta pull that handout again. Okay. Are you guys talking to anybody in particular?
Does this dice game? You look like you may be good at something like that. Talking to the drow.
What kind of game did he say that she was supposed to be playing?
Baldur's Bones.
Dice.
It's a popular game.
Baldur's what?
Baldur's Bones.
And is it a dice game?
It is. Basically, it's a dice version of 21 blackjack. Essentially, is what it is.
Oh, okay. Does it look like that's what they're doing?
Yeah, you see over here at this table here that they're rolling the dice, and you see kind of like, God damn it, lost again, and he's like well, that's just the way it goes.
Just the way the dice roll.
That's just the way the dice rolls. And see, she takes another swig out of her beer. This individual here is the one that just won. Just to kind of give you a brief description of other individuals in the room, you see halfling kind of like laid out on the couch, um, looking kind of like passed out. You see another individual over here, uh, looks to be like wearing like some sort of like ceremonial mask of some sort, and just kind of just staring, like off in the distance, not really at anything. Uh, you see another couple people over here at this other table, just having a general conversation while this individual, it seems to be kind of like, oh, okay, and he's like scribbling some stuff in his book. So it looks like they're kind of like, you know, you kind of get the impression he's kind of like taking down his like memoirs or whatever, and whatnot.
Right. Gotcha. Huh. Okay. Well, I would approach the table and say, maybe join.
Sure, go ahead. Pull up a stool. I said, I take it you wish to join us in a game.
Certainly.
All right. Well, it's a gold piece to ante up. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to ask you to to leave.
I'll toss a coin on.
Me too.
Yep, same here.
I'm just watching with my arms crossed.
Okay. You see, Tag just kind of just goes off in the corner, just kind of like, he's just kind of drinking his beer. Not really concerned about what's going on over there. Doesn't want to risk losing any of his hard-earned coin. Okay, so basically the way that Baldur's Bones goes, obviously everyone puts in a gold piece into the pot. So everybody here around the table put in their piece, so there's 6 gold pieces up. Okay, so each player rolls 3 dice. 6. Okay, so 3d6. All right, so and the host goes last. So since she's a host, she looks over to you, Dentry, and says, "It's on you. Go first." As you basically would actually, I might have a thing for
Click the Baldur's Bones macro they created.
Yep.
It works really well. I've played it by myself.
Ah. Dana, are you muted? Is it Baldur's Bones token
Sorry, I
at the
just.
bottom? Oh no, that's fine.
Oh.
So you would go first.
Where?
So the Baldur's Bones token at the bottom left.
I'm not. Oh, it's not. It wasn't tagged to go in my bar. Now it's in.
Okay. Okay. So now that you've rolled a 9, you can
Stand, or you gonna roll again?
Yep.
And I'm trying to get to 21.
Yes,
Yeah.
without going over.
Yeah, just don't go over 21.
And if I re-rolled, is it 3 more dice or 1?
No,
It prompts you to enter what your current total is. You enter your total, and then it'll roll to add to your total.
Yep.
But does it add 1 more dice or 3 more dice?
It'll add just the 1 more dice.
Yep.
Just go ahead and do it once. You'll see.
Okay.
You should make that not whisper. You should make it roll out to everybody.
Yeah, it came in that way.
Oh.
I will roll 1 more time.
Okay. Currently at 15.
Yeah, I think I'll stay.
Yeah, I would imagine you would. Okay. Next up, individual over there. She goes ahead and rolls. Roll. Okay.
Do we get to know what Eleftherios' total was?
21.
Ah, figured.
That's why it's like, oh, I'm gonna stay right there. Okay, 13. Gonna roll again. 18. Well, only choice you got is to try to at least match that. Otherwise, she's out. So, got no choice but to roll again at 18. And 19. Gonna roll again. And 22. Bust. Okay, next one is Lucian.
Okay. I haven't seen anybody roll anything, so hopefully it rolls.
Dungeon Master.
It does. It just goes to me. And then you'll see it, obviously.
Oh, I have to click on myself. Let's try that now. Okay. And Roll again. I got a big old 1. Really? All right. Roll again.
Yeah.
We need side betting on the number of rolls.
I tried to fix it so that it would come up for everybody. Apparently it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Did it?
Did you get a 15?
I tried rolling again, and it said Lucian rolls a total of 15. For more information, see Boulder's Bones. Okay, let's try that again.
Alright, which it shouldn't do that.
They can either roll again if the total is less than 21 stand, pass to the next player, or bust and are out of the game for total score. Okay. What am I doing wrong?
It's my fault. I'm trying to change it so that everybody can see it.
Oh.
Maybe just remove the /me or /me.
Try it again.
All right, one more time.
Sorry.
Well, everybody can see it now, but I'm still not rolling.
Let me see here.
There you go.
Okay, try
now.
closing it out and try it again. That was me doing it. And then try it again. See what Tell me I borked it. Okay. That's it for me and nobody else.
Let's see.
Works for me. Are you selected on your token?
Oh, maybe that's it. You gotta have your token selected.
No?
Yeah, my token select.
Okay. If you have it dragged down onto your bar, or are you rolling it from the macro itself?
I'm rolling it from the bar.
Okay, well, take it off your bar. Drag it off your bar and then drag it back on. Because you got the old macro save before he changed it.
Okay. Okay. Let's try this again.
Oh my goodness. That's not cool. What's broken? Just try to click it from the macro on the macro page. Just click the
I did.
Daddy.
I did.
Okay, so here's a question. Okay. So
Yeah.
here. Okay, so the
If we try to do initial walks, the other one doesn't.
Is
that what it is?
I'm a reinitialize my whole
So
page.
that's it's the initial. The second roll doesn't work, Joe.
The second roll doesn't work?
Yeah, if you do your initial roll works, but if you click it for a roll again, then it doesn't work.
Oh, you know what? I bet you I know why that is. It's probably because I didn't look down any further to fix that. See here, is there any other? You know what?
So in the meantime, while he's doing that, you have a total of 15. Just roll a d6.
Here, let me just put it right back the way it was and just stop trying to make things.
So you have a 17. Stan, you're gonna roll again. 22. You busted.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's the unnamed guy next to Lucian.
Why is there a 0?
Oh no. Saw that too.
Okay, yep. I don't know what I did, but I borked the hell out of it. And all I did was change one little thing. That's crazy.
What did you change?
I took the slash WGM off. And all of a sudden now the whole thing is just screwed over.
You didn't make any other changes.
No, that's
So
it.
put the slash WGM back on. See if that fixes it.
And it's still screwed over.
Weird.
Hey Joe,
Be
can you copy
something
and,
with the API or whatever.
can you copy and paste it to Discord?
We got this, Daddy. What?
Okay.
Because we could play this game a lot during this game.
Yeah, well, not if I got it all borked over.
I mean, you can just make it in like an easier macro for just 1d6 each time,
Yeah,
and roll it 3 times at the beginning. It doesn't have to be that complicated.
So that's basically what it is, or what it's supposed to be. So, but anyway, we'll continue on with this. Just do it generically for right now. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I should have left it alone. That's what I get for messing with it. Okay. Oh. Okay. So, Lucian's busted. The other guy, he's busted. Terra Lisa.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so roll a d6. Let's try the macro again. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna work. I think I see where the problem is. Alright, so 12, 15, 19, 21.
What the heck is? Okay, 21. Okay. Okay, Tarina rolls her dice. Look at that. 21. Split 3 ways. Aren't we lucky?
Indeed we are.
And she kind of like pushes the 2 gold pieces to both Dentry and Terra Lisa.
Thank you, madam.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not why we're here. Captain Zodge sent us.
Yeah, that old sod says, what does he want now?
Is this business you wish to discuss among all the others?
She kind of does. She looks over uh, behind her and basically says, "Well, you don't necessarily have to do it right here. See here. Yeah, she kind of looks over like behind her, and she says, "Well, we can go into the private dining room." Kind of looking over at your dwarf friend, and she kind of starts heading over that way. And says, "Pardon me," and she kind of goes in.
Good Tagarog, would you please keep watch for us? Yeah.
All right, no problem. Uh, as you guys enter into that room, the uh, the elf song plays again, but this time it sounds different, and you see Tarina kind of like visibly looks confused. As you guys were walking in, you all it's just when it kind of first started, and you guys might have looked over your shoulder to see what the other patrons were kind of doing, and they kind of are looking rather confused too um, at this new song that is playing in Elvish, of course.
Is there some kind of an issue?
I close my eyes and I'm listening.
Okay. Those are the words for those that would understand it. Uh, you see, Tarina is like, it's no issue. Just in all the years I've heard that this song here, I've never heard this one. I don't know what to make of it.
You understand it?
No.
I'll translate. Oh, sing a song of El Turel of water, woods and hill. The sun dawns on her ruddy cliffs and fields green and still. This land of long abiding joy, home of the strong and brave, renowned by all across the realms, and never once a slave. Oh, sing a song of El Turel when foes are at her door, her fields torn by cloven feet from some infernal shore. Arise, the mighty Hell Riders, take up your swift, keen swords, then charge into the hellish fray and scatter devil hordes. Oh, sing a song of El Turel, and when the night does fall, sleep safe beneath the companion's light until the dawn does call. We're bound by a mortal covenant that only ends with death, and so we'll sing of El Turel until our final breath.
Perfect timing. Song ended right there too. Okay, so you see she's kind of like looks visibly kind of concerned based upon the wording of it. With what has happened in um, El Terrell.
That is disturbing.
Mm. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, Captain Zodge, he has I would say, to be crude, he has a hard on for those of El Turel right now. He's taking them all into custody. What do you think if I told him of this song? What would his reaction be?
I honestly, I don't know. It's maybe it's because of everything that's going on. This spirit or whatever is picked up on what's going on and is just relaying the what's already known. I don't know.
Well, that is a discussion for another day, perhaps. Today we come to speak to you of the dead three and their followers in the city. They're raising quite a ruckus. The captain has asked us to remedy the situation.
Well, there is that, isn't it? Says so. He sent you here for information on the dead three. Cause
Indeed.
I have some information that should be of use to you. Says, but you have to do me a little favor first, if you don't mind. You all
What
seem
kind of favor?
you all seem quite capable individuals, and you know, I find myself in a bit of a potential pickle. It may or may not be anything, but uh, as it stands right now, I have some unsavory associates that may have may be looking for me in Baldur's Gate. Says, and from what I spoke with some of my connections, they may in fact be on their way here right now. But I can't turn away a good game of Baldur's Bones to save my life. So I stayed here probably a little bit too long. Uh, they, if you guys, protect me from any physical harm, uh, deal with these individuals, uh, I'll be happy to relay all the information I have on the dead three.
Who are these individuals, and why are they looking for you?
Some old associates of mine. Uh, Nothing to be overly concerned about. Like I said, you guys look fairly well armed and armored. I have no doubt you're quite capable of dealing with some ruffians, some unsavory types.
Are they on the way over here?
I imagine that they probably should be getting here you know, from my information I've received when I first sat down to start playing some Baldur's Bones. It's when I got the information that they were here, and I'm quite sure that they probably would have tracked me to the Elf Song at this point. And uh, you guys although you guys are upstairs and in like a private room, uh, Taggart kind of like knocks uh, on the door, saying he kind of hears some commotion coming from downstairs.
One question. Is this going to put us at conflict with the Thieves Guild or anyone else in the city that we should not be?
Uh, he says, I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about that. says 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 you're working at the behest of the Flaming Fist. It says I'm pretty sure that they're not gonna want to have anything to do with just a small group of individuals that are trying to interfere with my business. That's all.
Very well.
I guess we shall go and take care of it.
Okay. All right. Like I said, you guys are kind of starting to hear um, a ruckus kind of coming from downstairs, and see here. Let's go ahead and stay where you're at for right now. As I basically get these people set up. Let's just say they kind of came in. All right, yeah. So you kind of, as you guys kind of like step out into that area there, you guys start to see token there. Okay, these individuals kind of start pouring up the steps, and they're kind of like looking around uh, the room, and this individual here, you can actually, even though he's all the way on the other side of the room, you can practically smell him as his fishy breath and unkept body odor kind of wafts over, along with all the rest of his little companions. Uh, Body odor also kind of wafts over. Um, and let's see here, what is he gonna say? Where is his saying? Give me a second here.
I really wish I could get my thing to work so I could hear what they're hearing.
Well, yeah, there's nothing playing right now, so you're fine. Um,
Maybe you have your Chrome or I guess Internet Explorer, whatever you're using, muted.
As
In
far as
the
I know,
volume
yeah.
mixer.
As far as I know, yeah.
You have it muted?
I have everything turned up that I know to do. I don't know how to do anything with Chrome.
And the master music volume is also like up? In the My Setting tab?
I don't know.
Like where you have your chat and your character sheet, try to go to the rightmost tab, My Settings. Do you see that?
I know sometimes in the past it's working for me too. But it's currently working for me, but I've had it in the past after I've played for 10, 20 minutes, suddenly I
yeah,
roll 20.
good old roll 20. Okay, so like I said, about 8 motley humans saunter in. Uh, Leader is a brawny man with a cloudy right eye, a cruel sneer, and a pirate swagger. The others are unsavory, rowdy bunch who all act like they own the place. As they basically kind of walk in, they're kind of like looking, kind of eyeing, um, like individuals and stuff as they're kind of like looking. Um, and they say, "We're looking." Well, he says, "We're looking for an old friend of ours." As he kind of goes by the name Tarina, or so I'm told. Loves to cheat at Baldur's Bones. Uh,
I glance at my friends like and raise my eyebrow.
I suggest you turn back.
Says, "Oh boys," it says, "check this out." Says, the uh, fancy pants dragonborn over here is trying to suggest that we go somewhere else and look for her, which tells me that she must be here. And she kind of like steps forward, um,
Sure.
kind of steps over by like this patron here who kind of sheepishly kind of like turns and kind of like goes to like walk away as he kind of reaches and grabs her drink, and she kind of just goes off into the corner like, I don't want none of this. And he kind of does the same thing. He's like, I'm out of here. And he's like, oh nope, I'm not gonna be a part of this either. Like everybody else is just kind of like stepping away as the rest of the crew kind of like step in. Uh,
Whether Tarina is here or not is not the point. The point of the matter is that you're intruding on business of the Flaming Fists, and I hold up my badge. I would urge you to leave now.
the flaming fist. He says, he says, I'm not concerned uh about the what the flaming fist want. He says, I'm concerned about what I want. He says, right now, I want Tarina. He says, why don't you go and fetch her, lady?
Well, you
Tell me.
can't get her.
He says, oh no. And and he says, "I'm willing to bet that I can. Get her, boys." And he says that, and of course, as we all know,
Initiative.
Time for an.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Are we re-rolling initiative every time this time, or we just keep it straight?
we'll just keep it straight. I'm not gonna
Okay.
go through all that this time. Since it's good.
Well, shit.
Well, you are closest to the door, so you can hold the door.
I'm not.
Eleftherios.
Left whatever is there.
Eleftherios is not exactly a warrior.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Mm-hmm. Lover, not a fighter. It's funny. But obviously I can't do that. That is just
Are we keeping our no flanking?
one hot second.
Need to add that dexterity modifier to the initiative.
Well, let's see here. I think we will go ahead and initiative. I mean, the flanking rolls are optional.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and have flanking rolls apply here. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so, why is he on? That is not who that's supposed to be. That's weird. Okay, that person is not supposed to be on there.
Shoot.
Okay, and just because gotta have him in there too. All right, so let's go sending order. Forgot to do the.
Wow, I don't think we've ever had a battle ever in all of our time where all the bad guys went first.
Oh well, that's unfortunate for a lot of you. Okay, so
Yeah, it is.
yeah, okay, so Deadeye goes first. Okay, so Deadeye, let's see, he moves over to here's 15. Actually, I'm sorry, he would have moved the heck out the way too. 15. Yeah, he pretty much assumes that you guys are hiding behind the door, so he's actually just gonna go. Yeah, he's just gonna straight up go to here, and you'll get your attack of opportunity as he goes after Dentry to try to take him out. Okay, 14 does not hit. Okay, as you swing your mace, he kind of puts up his scimitar and barely manages to kind of knock it off to the side as he kind of continues on and starts swinging at Dentry here. Actually, you know what? As you would have swung at him, he would have took a swing at you as he continues. So he'll swing once at you, and then the rest of his swings will be at Dentry. So one swing at Lucian,
Swings?
attacking him. Okay. And other swings at Dentry.
I'm not seeing anything from my direction.
Oh, I think I needed to have it missed. The first one missed. I rolled an 8. Okay, so next one goes after Dentry with the scimitar. Roll a 6. That'll be a miss. And then his dagger attack on, which is a 9, which is a miss. And
3 attacks?
Yeah, he's a big badass.
indeed.
Should I have seen any of those?
You know, I don't know why these things are set up so that you guys aren't seeing them, but
Is it set to whisper to you?
apparently it says whisper to GM.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's for you to tell us then, if it's a miss.
Yeah, no. I'll let you know. Okay, so that's Deadeye. Bandits.
He never hit me, right?
No, all of them missed.
Good.
He missed everybody. So bandits move in. There. Okay, so bandits. We will start with the topmost bandit, being this one. As he will attack Lucian. This scimitar rolls a 7. Next one will be this one here. Is he attacks with his scimitar with advantage. 21. Slashing for 3 damage. This one will slash down at Terralisa. Rolling with advantage, hits with a 20 for 2 slashing. This one here also obviously attacking Terralisa. Scimitar swings, regular swing of 5, misses. This one here attacks Drizzt, slashing 20, slashes for 2. This one here also slashing at Drizzt with a 12. I assume that misses.
Yep.
And this one here is going to attack Denetri with an 18 for 2 slashing. And that is it for the bandits. Lucian.
Okay. Bonus action. I will cast Shillelagh.
All right.
And my first attack will be on this guy right here.
The whack. Okay. Smack her in the face. And she kind of stumbles back. I'll make you pay for that. And she takes her damage.
And since being this first level, that would be it.
Yeah, there, Lisa. John? Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
He is muted.
I struck at the same one that he just hit and missed horribly.
Yeah, 9 unfortunately is going to miss.
I will realize that this is a very bad situation for us, so you can make an attack of opportunity with
What?
from that guy.
Okay. 16.
That misses. 18 AC.
Good thing too. 7 slashing.
So I'll move to there and
As it
aim my turn.
swings across your midsection, as you kind of like juke to the side as it narrowly misses disemboweling you.
In my turn.
Okay, Dimitri.
Denetier.
Denetier. Sorry, I get my wrong every time.
That's fine. Gonna curse him in the name of Tyr and try to set him on fire.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, great damage.
Scorch his beard.
And that's on Deadeye there. The cloudy eye one is kind of just, you can smell his
Oh yeah.
heavy, fishy breath on you. And that's deck save, huh?
Yep.
Oh, he fails it. Takes the point of damage.
Now he's really mad.
You burnt his beard.
Yeah, the light kind of, washes in front of him and kind of just barely kind of catches him, like in the front of his face. You see his beard is kind of lit up and kind of sparkly. He kind of looks down. It's like, make you pay for that. And you run unless you're gonna move anywhere.
Don't really have any good places to move to, so.
Alright, so Tagaron does. Okay. Yep, he is.
Goodness, somebody's got a bad cough.
Cast Healing Word on. Let's see who looks the Dentry. What are you at, Dentry? Denetier. What are you at?
What do you mean? What do I get?
Like, do you look like? Hurt? You know what? Screw it. He'll just do Healing Word on you.
I don't think I've been hit yet. Unless I missed you saying it.
Maybe.
I think the only two people hit were Dritz and I.
Yeah, I think so.
He missed.
Unless Sean as well.
Yeah, he.
Unless.
I thought the other guy might have hit, but maybe he didn't. You know, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't remember.
You're right, he didn't. So he Healing Words over to Lucian. And Healing Word. And as he does that, he comes down with his hammer on the guy right in front of him. Barely managing to catch him in the shoulder, nicking him for a point of damage. Good old tag along.
Does he not have strength?
He's one-handed.
No, I mean,
He don't
He
know.
doesn't have any bonuses to strength?
You don't know what he got. I don't know. That's just I'm throwing off of what he's got on his character sheet. So,
Well, shit.
yeah. So, and you know what? It is wrong. Oh no, it's not. That's weird. No, it's really weird. Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on with this character sheet. It says 16, but then when I scroll over the number, it goes to 11. And his strength doesn't have the bonus on it for some reason. That's weird.
I think just the macro doesn't show up with plus strength. Yeah, I don't see plus strength 0 on his. Or whatever.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
Well, we can just add it manually. It's not too much on it.
Yeah, I'll just have to add it manually, so whatever. We'll just do that for now. And is what it is. Okay, so
Interesting.
alright, so we did a little bit more. Catch him in the shoulder, okay, so that's it. Drizzt?
Alright. Doing my Cestus giant gauntlet and smashing the guy in front of just the one he just tried to hit.
One he did hit. Clip. Okay. Alright, so you come around and with his back kind of like to you, not really paying attention, you catch him right at the base of the skull, and his eye just kind of like roll in the back of his head, and he collapses.
And it's not really an action or anything, but I suggest you stop now unless more of you want to drop.
He says it'll take more than you dropping one of these, one of my more sorry ass companions before I stop. Says she's taken far too much from me for me to stand down, and with that, he says I can drop people too. And he looks at Denetier. He's gonna let Denetier have it.
Are you guys gonna follow him when that's what he calls you?
Hold on a second. So, I know what you're trying to do. But yeah, they know who to fear as he starts swinging with a 11 to.
Yeah, he has AC of 14.
Okay. A 22.
Unfortunately, that hits.
Slashes for 9 damage, and the dagger, I believe, will.
How many?
9 with the slashing and 7 with the piercing with the dagger, as he cuts you across the chest and then stabs you in the gut as you kind of like your eyes kind of like roll in the back of your head and you kind of twist the dagger as he's looking at Drizzt, and then you see Denetier kind of fall. And that's it for him. Sorry. Bandits. Being inspired by that.
Great. We don't need them to be inspired.
Yeah.
I think we went to the wrong bar, guys.
Well, you guys still survive this. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so first one here up top on Lucian Scimitar. 10, I believe, misses. The one to the right of him swings with his scimitar. A 9 misses. The one to the left, also trying to take advantage with his scimitar on Lucian. 19, I believe, hits for 4 slashing. This one steps in to fill the space. says, "Get back over here!" as he goes after Terralisa, swinging the scimitar for a 13. Let's see here. This one pushes into here, swinging at Tag, trying to help his guy get in there. Crit fail. Roll a 4. And the other guy swings on Drizzt. The scimitar slashing with a 22 for 3 slashing. And that's it for the bandits. Lucan.
Lucan. Alright, for my action, I will cast Spare the Dying. No, I won't cast Spare the Dying. I'll just cast Cure Wounds on... No, I can't. I have to be close enough to touch. Right, so...
You got pretty hurt,
both of... No, I was gonna try to save him, but...
You'll get 3 opportunity attacks if you move.
Yeah.
Maybe
All right.
4.
Bonus action. Shield of Faith. Jump in my armor class to 20.
Good choice.
I'm gonna hit this person again.
Whack. Okay, you cast your Shield of Faith as you're basically see like leaves and bark kind of like almost kind of start to kind of like fall around Lucan. And as he does so, it kind of distracts the one kind of like trying to see through the haze of leaves and stuff. And uppercut, whack, catches her in the jaw, separating her jaw from her face as she collapses on the table.
End of turn.
Terralisa.
Tag. Get him up. We must defeat these people. I attack the one between Tag and myself.
Okay.
I forgot I need to turn that on. Oh yeah. Prompt. Advantage toggle. Sorry, I forgot to put it on. So I attack the one between Tag and myself.
Hit.
Sure, that's a hit. I'd love to smite, but yeah, that's gonna be a while.
Okay, so you slash him across the back, kind of stumbles forward and kind of like looks at you and so like gonna make you pay, Dark One.
So he can make an opportunity attack behind me.
And of course he will. Rolls an 11.
Okay. So
Get
the
back over
one,
here, coward.
so the one, yeah, that's it. I'll end my turn there. So if the guy tries to go in the room, I can attack him.
Okay.
Turn over.
Saving throw.
And I'm officially working now, so I'm going mute.
Okay. Ooh, that's one in the bad. Okay. Tag is, of course, going to lean down. And he's just going to do a straight up Cure Wounds to try and get you up as much as possible. So, 9 points. 9 points to Denetier. And Drizzt.
Alright, Signe is back up. Gonna maneuver and smack him on the head. BAM! Oof!
Okay.
You cut his head off.
Smash to bits.
Yeah. I take it this one here is the one
Yes.
that's his head basically explodes out like a watermelon in a Gallagher concert. This as blood kind of goes splattering all over all of you guys. As the neck is kind of like squirting blood hitting the ceiling as he kind of falls to his knees and collapses right there. And
I said back off.
okay, not bad. Okay, and let's see here. You see Tarina kind of move over here and kind of like leans over, kind of like through the door at Deadeye, and of course, having a light crossbow fires that at him. Ooh, 20, which would hit. 5. Let's see. It hits him in the shoulder. And it's like, there you are, you filthy wench. Thought you could get away from me, did ya? Okay, and that's it for them. Deadeye's turn. Okay. Let's see here. He really wants to get at her. So he actually throws one of his daggers at her. 11, which misses. It's a ting, like hits and misses. Basically, starts splitting his attacks to the two of you guys. He's like, I'll kill all of you. I'll kill everybody in here. And kind of as he kind of says that, the people that were kind of like in the corner and whatnot, they're basically like, nope, we're out. Nope, we're out of here. So they kind of see how this is kind of going. The other guys, they try to scooch on by. This guy just instinctively just swings at one of them as they try to get past him. Yeah. So as like the guy that kind of looks like a playwright is like, tries to run by and try to dart out down the steps. He gets cut down and stumbles over the couch as the other guys kind of stumble over the top of him, and they're basically they're out of there.
How dare you!
And it's the bandit's turn, which he used his reaction. That would have happened last turn, by the way, at the end of last turn. But as far as them running out of there, let's see here. This one here, he's gonna. He'll move over to here, trying to get a little bit closer as he swings at Lucian. 10, which would miss. Other guy next to Lucian swings. Actually, 1 second. This guy is gonna move in closer. This guy moving closer. So he swung and missed. He is going to also swing at Lucian. Boy, if he had advantage, that would have been a crit. But it's not. So he rolled an 11 and missed. Let's see here. Other guy does have advantage, though, as he swings at Terralisa, which doesn't help at all as he rolls a 10, even with advantage. Other one at the bottom by Drizzt swings at Drizzt with advantage, and he does get the crit. Double crit, 23-23.
What?
Yeah. With a 3 plus 5 for 8 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, you're kind of like trying to get position, and you kind of like stumble over the body next to you, and the other guy sees that and takes advantage, and he like cuts right across your midsection, and like buries it deep underneath the armor there. That's it for them.
Okay. I am going to swing at this guy.
Okay. Whack.
You have advantage if you're swinging at a guy between you and Drizzt.
Oh. Did not realize that.
Okay.
I would have hit him anyway.
Yep. So go with the first. Although technically speaking, it would have been the higher number, which would have been less damage, but we'll go with the first damage. Okay, yeah. So you whack, like hit him, catch him in the temple. He kind of stumbles a little bit. Kind of looks up at you and is like, make it pay. Is that it?
Let's see. Do I have anything I can do as a bonus? I do have something I can do as a bonus. Same guy. Oh.
That's an action.
Oh, dang. I thought it was a bonus. Alright, never mind. Sorry. End of turn.
Okay. Release.
Attack of opportunity.
Wow, you're really giving them all kinds of chances to try to get you. Okay, well, let's see here. See if it 22.
That hits.
3 slashing.
Okay. Attack the.
Cut you across the leg as you try to squeeze between those two.
Attack the boss.
Hell yeah.
Yeah! You bury it deep in his back as he's laser focused on Tarina.
This does not have to end in your death. I suggest you leave now. We will not pursue.
As he kind of wheels around, he's all like, it's gonna end in your death. I'm gonna bury you right along Tarina. Yeah, he
Understand.
smells foul and he's looking bad for sure, especially with that hit. But he's pretty determined, as it were.
I cannot talk him down. Didn't think so, but thought I'd try.
Next up.
What is that icon?
His spell slot.
Yes, my one spell slot. Okay, the Demeter will stand up. And he will cast Hex on him. And then he's going to hit him with his spell. And we're doing flanking, so he has advantage for that, then disadvantage for close range for ranged attack. And he misses.
Okay, yeah. So you're like, trying to, as he's swinging at you and stuff, and it's just hard for you to kind of like do a proper extension of your arm and blast him up close without getting your arm cut off. As that kind of happens. See here, tag moves up to here. Actually, it really wouldn't matter if it moves to there. Actually, it does. So he'll move to there, and he will swing. He'll swing at the one to the south. The whack.
Did he move to the space beside me?
Yes.
Okay. The dead guy's token on top, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's some serious damage.
Yeah. So he basically kind of like kicks the body into the corner where he was just a minute ago. As he kind of does so, he kind of swings around, kind of backhanded, whack, and like hits this guy, knocking his head nearly off his shoulders. As basically collapses, falling back. That's it. Tag. Like, get in there and kill him.
All right. And I move into the over here and try and smack the big guy. No advantage.
That's too bad. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, he is going to take a swing on each of you, since he can do that. So let's start with up top. So, Scimitar, dagger. That's kind of how this thing works. So up top, first hit is an 11. Too bad it didn't have advantage. And the next one does have advantage, and he will swing. I think it's gonna hit either way. It's a 19.
Yeah.
5 damage.
I'm down.
Okay, and then to the south, the dagger, 24 for 5 piercing. He's like, ching, 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 like drops you. He kind of like has like a sneer, kind of as he kind of looks at you, kind of fall, and he turns and he stabs at a Tenatir, and kind of like he's like I'll kill you 2, 3, 4 times. I don't care how many times it takes, but I'm killing Tarina. I'm gonna bury you all next to each other. So that's what he says. And his bandits, what's left of them, kind of get inspired. Let's see here. This one up top, he moves outside of Lucan, so you get an opportunity attack on this one.
Alright, come on. Knock his head off.
That's exactly what happens as he moves over. Whack! Trying to slip away. Bam! Like bash his head. And yeah, knock him off into the corner. So the other one takes advantage of that and basically kind of pushes him out the way and moves over there to try to swing at Terralisa. Advantage will do it. Slashes with 9 damage. 22 with advantage.
What happened?
Slash.
You just got slashed for 9.
Yeah.
And then this one is going to swing at Tag. Of course, rolls a 6. Missing. And I think that was it. 1, 2. Yep, those are the only ones left. So that's it for them. Okay. Lucan.
Alright, I will move into this spot right here. Give me 1 second, I have to look at Okay, yeah. So I will swing on the big guy.
Okay.
18.
18 does hit. Ugh.
And as my bonus action, I will healing word. Drow.
Okay.
Teresa.
Terralisa.
So Terralisa gets 8 points of healing from healing word. Damn.
So you say a word and like a piece of moss seems to like land on the most recent wound as it starts to kind of move inside and kind of start to stitch up the wound and kind of heal over it and then fall away. And that's it for you, Terra Lisa. Yep.
Sailor be praised! I will not fall this day! I reach out my hand and touch my companion beside me and lay on hands. You get 5 hit points. And then I stand and ready myself again. Turnover.
Okay. Denatir.
Denatir's gonna try to shoot him again.
At point blank range.
Yes. Finally, I hit something.
Okay.
And I'm going to call on the healing power of Tyr and heal myself a bit.
As you see, he kind of lets out this blinding light. Eldritch blast kind of strikes him in the shoulder. As it hits, it kind of the energy kind of like cracks along his flesh, kind of going along the veins, and kind of tightens his muscles up as he kind of looking at you. And as you do that, you call out to your not really celestial patron, but basically you kind of call out and you see like his body kind of faintly kind of emanates kind of a glow, and as the glow kind of like fades, you see the wounds have faded along with the glow. That's it for your turn. Tag. He will of course also try to take advantage of this and swing at the captain. Yeah, he'll swing at the captain. And that'll be a hit. Twink. Catching him in the back of the leg. Nearly dropping him to one knee. Okay, Drizat.
You damn criminal! Should have stopped before you started this! Bam!
Oh, good hit. Good hit. Cestus. He is, of course, a very tough individual and is not quite ready to die yet.
Still! For fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah. It's a tough adventure. Okay. So, you kind of, as you hit him kind of across the back of the shoulder, you kind of hear like a crack, as one of his arms kind of goes like limp temporarily. Kind of like looks up, and then you kind of like look over to your left at the doorway. You can see Tarina kind of is leaning up against the doorway, just finished loading another bolt in her crossbow, and she kind of like winks at you as she fires another bolt at him. And shit! Crit fail as you see like it, like the string snaps, and the crossbow, and she fucking throws the crossbow to the floor. Unfortunately for her, and that's it for that. Did I? Surrounded. Okay. He is. Yeah. You are in his way. He is going to start a scimitar attack on Denetier. Actually, no. He'll start by throwing a dagger at Tarina. So, ooh, hit. She kind of gets caught in the gut with a dagger. Ugh. And let's see here. And then he will do his 2 scimitar attacks on Denetier. Like I said, step aside, punk. Oh, that's a fortunate miss for 12. And the other scimitar attack, fortunately, is a hit. Okay, no problem. Somebody want to type out who I'm attacking? Okay, and Denetier gets hit for 7 slashing with the 17 if the 17 hits.
It does. 7.
7 slashing, and that's it for the captain. Banditos. Okay, bandits. There's only. Oh wow, there's only one left. No, there's 2 left. Okay, and they can split between Lucan, so. Or. Triss's character. Alright, well, the one's going to try to protect this captain, and actually they both are. So, the one up top on Terra Lisa. Okay. So this one is attacking Terra Lisa. Scimitar attack, miss. Okay, and then the one behind Drizzt will attack with his Scimitar. Hit 20 for 4 slashing damage. That's
Still standing.
I know, so I was like, it could have dropped you again. Okay, yeah, that's it for them. Lucan.
Alright. I will swing at the captain.
Alright. That'll be a hit. Okay. The captain stumbles, bloodshot, bloodied and bruised, still kind of like staring off at Tarina with hate in his eyes. Anything else?
Yeah, I got nothing else. That'll be it.
Okay. Lisa.
Okay, sorry, just got off the phone. Alright, so slash. We got a couple hits on our guys, and it's my turn. Alright, I will spit some blood out, glance at my companions around me, smile cruelly and fearfully, and try to stick my sword through the guy in front of me.
That would be a hit.
Didn't do much damage, though. Darn it.
Not quite enough to drop him, as he kind of... Actually, wait a second. What is that? I think I've been shortchanging myself this whole time.
Short changing. We're dying.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Still hit. Okay, yeah, it hits. Cutting him in the back, as you see, he kind of starts to kind of get his scimitar in the way, but you manage to still manage to hit him.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Next up.
And Denetier is going to try to finish him off.
Do or do not try.
And
Come on.
14.
That'll do it. as as yeah, that's right. It's a straight shot. So yeah. So as you kind of reach in deep and kind of not really call out, but you basically kind of extend your arm, and the energy, the radiant energy, kind of coalesces around your hand and kind of fires off this pulse that strikes Deadeye in the face, kind of washing over his face, as kind of leaves like basically kind of like a shadow of that you can kind of see in the light, as the light kind of crackles along the edges of his body. Like he calls out, "Serena!" It's like I'll see you in hell. As he collapses down. And next up would be Tag, as of course he is. Well, Right's going to swing at that other guy right there. And yep, he's going to hit. And he drops and he jumps up and comes down with the hammer. Whack! Basically putting his head between his shoulders as he collapses. And I believe that is all the bad guys.
Nope, one
There's
more.
still one more.
Oh, one more. Oops, thank you. Sorry, I thought it was. And Drizzt, it's your turn.
You've lost your chance to run away.
Yeah, you see.
Bam!
Once the captain kind of went down, he was looking like, yeah, you finished it. Nope, not quite. He's still alive. He hasn't got hit yet. He's still alive. He's still alive. Like, I surrender. And Deadeye's gone. Yeah, you see he drops his weapons. I surrender.
There's no surrendering for you anymore.
And if you say that, then he is just gonna bolt. And he is going to dash for the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I'll take opportunity.
Well, all of you guys, huh? Okay. Well,
Any battle in which I get dropped, yeah, they're gonna pay.
he offered to surrender. He said, "You're not gonna surrender," and he's like, "Oh, I'm out."
Yeah, he's a criminal.
Okay. Well,
And he's lost his chance to surrender.
yeah, he's going to die.
He
Lucian,
better be.
Lucian swings and misses. Drizzt basically clotheslines him as he basically goes skittering across the floor, and kind of a smear of blood on the floor there. Okay.
I head over to the one that got slashed, and I check if he's still alive, if I can try and help.
I'll tell you what. Let's see. Let's go ahead and.
I'll try and use Lay on Hands for 1 hit points if he's alive.
Well, let's see if he's stable first of all. So 1, 2.
Come on.
All right, yeah, he's like, well, that would be 2, right? So, um, one more, right?
Technically, it goes back to 1, but
Does it if they go to crit? I thought it was just to get 2.
Yeah, but in that 20, I
Yeah.
think he automatically stabilizes.
On a 20, I think you actually get 1 hit point.
Yeah, you
Okay.
gain 1 hit point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically go over to the lay on hands, and he's kind of like, you see that he's breathing. You can tell that he basically is playing dead at this point. You know, as the fight kind of ends, he kind of like,
Yeah.
kinda
I
crouches.
still heal him and tell him, run along, he's still alive.
Thank you. And he takes off. At this point, you kind of noticed the little half elf druid that kind of was hanging out by the steps. Yeah, kind of steps forward and is like, well, I'm glad you all made it. I was wondering which way it was gonna go.
Who are you?
Okay, her name does have a name, I believe.
I start cleaning my sword and looking down at all the dead bodies and shaking my head. This did not have to happen. Why did they insist on fighting?
Seltim Obranch.
What?
Seltim Obranch.
That's her.
Yeah,
Halfling or half elf?
halfling.
Okay.
And you know, she's kind of looking more. She kind of actually looks over at Lucan and kind of goes over to him, and kind of looks like she's trying to kind of tend to his wounds. It's like, are you okay, brother?
I've had better days, but this evil, they just did not want to stop.
It rarely does, especially in this city. And you see, Tarina is kind of, you know, she eventually kind of comes out and kind of kicks, kicks the body. You know, it's like, well, seems like you all have definitely earned your. She's kind of like holding, like a wound kind of in her side. And she's like, looks like you guys have definitely earned your keep. Says, well, she kind of stumbles over to the table here.
Why were you dealing with such criminals?
He says, I don't deal with them anymore, obviously. That's why they were after me. We had a little misunderstanding.
Yes, something to do with bones.
No, not so much that. It says, me and the old captain, that right there, she points towards Deadeye was his first mate. Says, well, let's just say that when I left the old crew, I made sure to take um, my proper severance pay, as it were. That's all. Nothing to worry about, especially with the likes of you having had dealt with them. Anyway, as promised, uh, you all are in the market for some information which I have, and she begins explaining uh, that in regards to the dead three that you've asked about, um, that she believes that they. Let me get to that part. Sorry, give me a second here. Okay, here we go. She says, several blocks northwest of here is a public bathhouse with walled gardens and frolicking nymphs carved in its front gates. Followers of the dead three have been seen coming in and out from that bathhouse. At least so I'm told. That there's a secret door inside that leads to a dungeon. That's where the killers are hiding. She kind of coughs. Okay. A few minutes later, after the commotion kind of settles down, you hear like a clink, 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 coming up the stairs. Like some heavy armored footprints coming up. This one kind of ducks off into one of the rooms over there. Like clink, 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 clink. Kind of like looks around, and then just kind of goes clink. Just starts kind of just moving on over. Grabs one of the bodies, slumps it over his shoulder. Clank. Grabs another body, slunks that one over his shoulder. So you see, it's basically like cleaning up. Oops.
Good thing we started searching the bodies, huh?
Yeah, this would be like I'm just saying just for the sake of
Overtime.
Yeah, over time while you guys are
He-
kind of discussing and figuring out what to do. Eventually, as you
Good.
kind of
Dana
hear
started
this,
searching the bodies first. Good.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. I just want to kind of just get all these
Guys,
this.
get them going.
Yep. So, as far as the bodies go, tucked in Deadeye's vest is a pouch containing 32 gold pieces and 15 silver pieces. He also wears a gold necklace. Actually, wears two gold necklaces and a blackened gold ring with a white pearl set in it. Each of the pirates carries. Let's see, here's a total of 8 pirates. So we'll do it like this. Alright, this is how many silver pieces it is. So it is 8. Oops. Let's do it like this. Sorry. 8d6. Total of 22 silver pieces amongst all of them.
$22 silver pieces, you said?
Yeah.
From the bandits.
Yeah.
That's the total from all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, and the necklace and ring.
I'm assuming.
I'm not giving the values of those because you don't know what the values of those
I'm
are.
assuming, we pick up, weapons and stuff like that.
Don't assume. I don't assume anything.
I'm
How many daggers does one eye have? Deadeye. That's it.
Deadeye had 4 daggers, 2 of which he threw.
Are they in pretty good shape, though?
They're pretty. I mean, they're not well kept. They're pretty, like chipped. They're not really good daggers. they're, they're,
They've
Okay.
been
they're as unkept as he is.
they're well worn.
Yeah.
And all of them had scimitars?
Yes.
I'm assuming they're not in the greatest of shape either.
Yep. They're all kind of like half chipped or, kind of rusted in some parts of it. They're just not very good.
Even if we get half of half, they're still worth 6 gold pieces apiece.
Okay, friend.
I suggest
That's
we
what you wish.
take all their scimitars. What was the captain wearing?
You see, as you guys are like collecting like the weapons, you see she kind of like kicks her feet up. I don't know what you guys says. Oh, you can leave those here. Says I'll take care of those.
Oh, the scimitars?
Yeah, yeah. All the weapons. You can leave those here.
Okay.
I'll take care of those.
What kind of armor was the captain wearing?
The captain was wearing some studded leather.
And if you want
And
to wear it, then
And it
put
smells
that.
horrible.
I was gonna say that.
No, no.
It smells of like months of BO and fish and just rotted fish. It's matter of fact, just picking his even the gold and stuff he picked off him has that same smell. And that's all the money you guys pick off of them has that same kind of scent because it just kind of hangs on it. So now you guys kind of have a little bit of a foul smell unless you guys do something about
Stinky
that.
money.
Yep.
Anybody got, some prestidigitation type stuff?
No, we're all clerics.
Clean it up.
We don't have those types of spells. There will be no instantaneous cleanings for you in this party.
I could have taken it, but I didn't.
There you go. So after a while, the halfling kind of goes back over to the couch.
I would suggest if you're willing, perhaps you could sell these other items for us. I'm sure you have the correct contacts.
So though I have every intention of doing so, says says so I didn't make a big fuss about you guys taking all the coin off of all the people sent to kill me. After all.
Yes, they were sent to kill you.
Yes.
And yet we almost lost our lives protecting you.
But you didn't. Like I said, says I know you guys are capable of handling yourselves, and like I said, I've given you the information that you seek, which I'm sure is more valuable uh, than the little bit of coin that you could potentially get from fencing off these very crappy worn weapons and armor or whatever.
Well, let me ask you this then. Do you have what information do you have on El Terrell about what happened?
It says El Terrell. Not much more than what everybody else knows. Only thing that I've heard is that it's a crater in the ground. That something happened to where like the whole city disappeared. Foul magics and such. Because I'm not really one for knowing about that kind of stuff.
What about the refugees then?
As well, there's plenty of those around that pretty much made it within the city. Within the first few days before they cut off, before they cut everybody off from going in or out the city. Says you'll have to just.
How did they come from El Terrell then if El Terrell disappeared?
Like I said, you have to ask them. Says maybe it took some time for it to actually take effect, and maybe they were on the outskirts of the city when it happened. I don't know.
Do you know how
Do you know where I can find the refugees that managed to get inside before they shut down the gates?
well, uh, she says most of the refugees are going to be in the outer city. This is unfortunate, like I said, right now that's cut off to everybody. But um, she says, but
Did no refugee get inside the city?
I don't know. She says I'm sure that some did, like I said. So I'm sure that some refugees managed to get inside the city, but I'm not keeping track of. It says Baldur's Gate is a big city. He says people come here to get lost, to lose themselves, like how I was trying to do until I unfortunately got tracked down here. And now I'm gonna have to probably give this place up to go somewhere else eventually. Says, but as far as trying to find some refugees, this is I'm sure if you ask around town, you'll eventually run into some. Says, like I said, you'll probably run into some in the lower city where we're at, but you're more likely to find them in the outer city, just outside the wall. And then she also says, and since you guys have, and she kind of points towards your little badge that you kind of have, on your person. She says, I'm sure you guys may be able to exercise some authority in being able to go where you want to go. But what do I know?
Well, I'm sure you will be happy to keep your ears open for any information that may be prudent for us.
Just my ears are always to the streets, furry one.
I believe our business is done here, gentlemen
Bad, Tony.
and lady.
I believe that it is. Says, well, uh, good luck. Just dealing with the dead three. This can't be no easy task if that's what your Captain Zodge is asking you to deal with. I'm assuming since you're asking about them.
You said she had a coin bag for us, right?
No, she doesn't have anything. She just has.
No, that's Captain Zaj when we
Oh,
finish the
Captain
mission.
Zaj. Okay.
Alright, suggest we find a place to sleep for the night before we get ready and head over to this location.
Elf Song Tavern has rooms. Assuming you guys go back downstairs. I'm assuming.
I'm guessing they're complimentary.
No, you'd be guessing wrong.
I was trying to persuade her.
She does not own the establishment.
Oh,
Alan does.
I thought she said she owned it.
No,
What? No.
she just goes there to play Bones.
Ah, okay.
So,
We go downstairs, talk to Alan, and
says, well, it seems like it's a bit of a ruckus up there, huh?
oh, you know how people get when they play Bones.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that's all it was, son.
That's all we're going to say about it.
And then, clang, clang. You guys see like basically like a trail of blood kind of leading.
Just
Yeah,
down
the armor carrying bodies.
down the steps and out the door. Everybody's kind of like looking at you guys as you guys kind of like come down or kind of like.
Tarina said that we could get rooms here for the night.
Yeah, sure. This is not a problem. This is the cost per room is a mere 5 silver a night.
Does it come with a bath?
Well, says if you want a bath, says well, he says that well, the suite is currently occupied. Um,
Is there no public bathhouse that you have in your establishment?
oh, not here. There is a public. There is a bathhouse that you can in fact go to. It says it's about northwest of here. He's basically suggesting the same bathhouse that she was mentioning. Says, and from the looks of it, you guys could certainly use one.
And you said the suite was
5 silver apiece.
occupied?
The suite, yes, is currently occupied by a paying customer.
Would that be Tarina?
He kind of looks at you and is kind of like, I'm not exactly in the habit of revealing who's, um, my customers, uh, who is in which room, unless, of course, you're paying. But as far as I know, actually, he says like, yeah, he says exactly that. He says that I'm not in the habit of revealing who's in what room, unless, of course, they're paying me to for that information. He kind of has his hand out.
I put 5 silver in his hand.
Okay, takes the 5 silver. He says, says, no, she's not staying in that room.
And who is?
And then he puts that away. And he's like, "Yep." He says it'll be 5 silver for a room.
Friends, I will meet you at first light. I will return to the temple. I must pray.
Very well. I will pay for the room, and I'll be back after my visit to the bathhouse. And
These are private rooms, right?
For the rooms that you guys are asking for, what, upstairs?
The ones that are 5 silver.
There are, the 5 silver one. Yeah, they're private rooms.
Okay. Then yeah.
They're fairly small rooms. You can pay 1 gold for. There is a. Let's see. Is there a nicer room? Let me see here. 1 second. There are fancy guest suites that actually have private dining room that's a little bit bigger than the standard fare. This is that goes for 1 gold a night.
I'm okay with the 5 silver.
Okay. Okay. So, you guys pay the 5 silver.
So our cut from what was upstairs would be 6 gold and 13 silver each.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I would head over to the bathhouse after taking the key for the room.
So,
Whoever is following me, I don't know.
are you guys going to the room to get a long rest? Um,
Yeah, after the bathhouse, I'll go and.
You're going to the bathhouse alone.
Knowing that's where our enemies are, you're going to the bathhouse alone.
What do you mean?
Did you not hear anything Tarina said?
Oh, she said the bathhouse. Sorry, I was.
it's not to say you guys still couldn't go to the bathhouse as customers. That's not, you know. But she just says that she knows that the dead three go to the bathhouse on a regular, and she's aware that there is a secret door over there.
Well, I mean, it could be a way of investigating.
I'll go there I'm not doing anything weird and just going to take a bathhouse.
So, question, Joe.
Yes.
The temple as an acolyte. I can bathe there, and that's where my room is and everything, right?
As an acolyte, yes.
Okay, so do I know if, because I know some about the other temples, do I know if the other temples have similar facilities that a visiting cleric or paladin could use?
There might be some. Obviously, not all are going to be as prevalent. Matter of fact, yours is probably not all that prevalent as far as you know here within the city.
Yeah.
So
Small temple, I know.
Right. So I mean, as far as being able to clean up, you probably would have to actually go to the bathhouse here.
Damn it.
Aforementioned.
All right, fine. I'll go to the bathhouse.
You have a place that you could rest your head, but as far as
must clean up first, so I'll go to the bathhouse with him.
Okay.
Guess I'll do the same.
I would appreciate it if next time we're in battle, you do not splatter your foes all over me.
Okay, so let's do this since we're going to take all of you guys over there.
Unless they're going to like attack us or something, we're not going there with the intention of starting an encounter.
Yeah, just taking a regular bath. Nothing.
Yeah, Dennis here will come along and he needs a bath.
The idea is that you guys will get an actual look about
Okay.
what the since you guys are
okay.
going there. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys over here, so you can actually see what it looks like.
Can the time in the bathhouse count as a short rest?
You mean the travel to?
No, I mean not travel to, but like, can we take a short rest while we're bathing?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay.
That's not an issue. Okay.
Just in case, if we could have a hothead here who does something bad.
Just in case things go bad.
Who are you calling hothead?
Okay. Alright, so.
Did you not see what they did to the passerby?
I saw you healed him. That was very kind and pious of you.
Okay, so you guys trudge through the streets. You guys get over here. Let's see here. Probably. Let me see here. Time of day. Okay, nothing outwardly suspicious about the bathhouse, which features one of the most sophisticated plumbing systems in the city. Doors leading to the courtyard are unlocked and unguarded. Bathhouse closes let's say the time it took for everything to kind of happen and to travel over to here. It's starting to get dark. I'd say maybe it's about 6 p.m. And this place will remain open for a while still. Um, and let me go ahead and step you guys into the inside there. Okay, so as you guys step into the courtyard there, the bathhouse is a one-story stucco building with stained glass windows and clay roof tiles. 10-foot tall walls enclose a large courtyard outside the southeast corner of the building. The closed wooden doors to the courtyard are engraved with images of smiling nymphs dancing and frolicking in water.
Do we need to pay to use it, or is it like completely public?
It's a public bathhouse.
I don't know, some places you have to pay in the entrance. Alright, then.
So move forward and look for a good place to bathe.
So where are the baths? Is it like a window, or is it a door? What we're seeing here.
There you go. Okay. Yep. So as you kind of loosen it, you kind of like walk into to the door. You can see the baths. You can see some of the baths are currently being occupied. Let's see here. There are like 3 commoners bathing in the pool. One to the straight in front of you, and the other up above you. Let's see here. The walls of this 20-foot high pillared chamber are adorned with frescoes of bathing royalty. Natural light streams through the stained glass windows, creating colorful patterns on the tiles of polished blue marble that cover the floor. 3 shallow sunken pools contain scintillating perfume-scented water, while marble benches bearing stacks of dry towels are situated near the pools, each of which come equipped with a pair of brass faucets. The faucets draw warm and cold water from pipes that run underneath the floor. A tight-fitting stone plug at the bottom of each pool contains its water from draining out. Numerous tiny holes near the top of the sunken pools prevent them from overflowing. Okay, and you see this woman kind of like steps out of the bath, and she kind of like steps over to you guys. She kind of like looks at you, and she's kind of like, ugh, you know. And she asks, are you members of the bathhouse?
Members of what?
As a
We just came here to take a bath. Is that not a public bathhouse?
Oh, but of course. It says just leave a tithing over there, and she kind of like points over here.
A tithing?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? What's a tithing?
Basically, pay some money.
Okay.
An unspecified amount of money for use of the bathhouse here.
Alright, I'll head over and put down, I guess, 2 silver or something.
Does she have anything on?
As she stepped out, she basically wrapped a towel around want her.
I normally leave when I come here.
I'll put
So-
down the 2 silver and head over and start entering the bath.
She kind of like reaches up. There's like hooks on these like pillars over here where you can like hang your clothes, and she grabs like her clothes, and then she kind of steps over to the corner, and you see like the towel drops over here, and you can tell she's like getting dressed.
Well, since I'm such a big fellow, I can't go get in the same tub as a dragonborn. Guess I might have to come over here.
Okay. She kind of like look at him like, maybe I need to go over there, and she just finishes kind of like getting dressed, and then she kind of like steps over here, and she's kind of like looking at the rest of you guys that kind of just came in, jumped in the pool, and she's kind of like, ugh, has like this disgusted look on her face as she kind of like steps out.
She's a commoner, right? At least looks like it.
Yeah.
Well,
Is Tag back watching our stuff? Oh, nope, he's in here.
I mean, I'm putting my stuff like nearby.
You know what? I take that back. Tag would have stayed at the hotel. He didn't get hit actually. Yeah. So he's gonna stay at the hotel.
All right. Keep an eye on my stuff because I know this is the city of murder.
Yeah, I'm keeping my stuff like on the bench nearby.
Okay. Yeah, you see like the other 2 people are sitting there in the bath just soaking it up. You guys spend a short rest in the bath as you guys are sitting there waiting. And as you do so, level 2. That's basically what happens at the end of the combat and before you actually come here.
Ooh, nice.
So we'll level.
So can we roll for level up then?
That's what I just did.
I rolled to heal up. Because I was 1 HP before.
Well, I assume we were going to heal anyway.
Oh yeah, he's saying roll for our level ups because we just leveled to 2.
Yeah.
I was 1
Right.
before he dies before, but yeah.
You had what?
I rolling for the short rest as soon as he said short rest. I was 1 HP, dude.
So did I.
Yeah, he was hurting, like really hurt. You saw, yeah, he was like limping.
I got smacked. Yeah. Then a tier 2. Alright. Rolling to level
I'm
up.
happy about that roll. Very happy about that roll.
I'm sure you are.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what I do.
Better than the first roll.
Oof.
That's painful.
Yeah, since I rolled really well on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we heal up, and we probably need to call it here.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna. This is where we're gonna go ahead and stop it here.
Sure. My token doesn't update with my HP and the
Yeah, I know.
thing.
I know.
It also doesn't have like my character name has my name.
Oh, it sure doesn't. Let me.
Yep.
fix that.
Lucian doesn't either.
Huh. Okay.
I don't think Tag did either, actually.
I mean, my token shows up as Drizzt instead of Zirion
Right.
as well.
Make the name so we can all see each other's names if you could, because I like that.
Yeah, on the main page it does. He doesn't.
Oh, so they okay, gotcha. They weren't copied over.
But I can fix that and change all that. So, before we go ahead and end it here, are we assuming that after you guys take your bath, you guys leave whatever tithing you guys leave here, and
Yeah.
go back and get
Yeah.
official long rest?
And take a long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
We just came into bath after the
Okay.
bloody battle.
So question: what time do you guys plan on coming back here? Do you guys plan on coming back when it's officially closed, or are you guys gonna come back again during the daytime, or during a time when you know that they're open from dawn to midnight?
I think we need to come back after the close myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
will
sounds.
urge the others for that.
That sounds about right.
Okay. Well, we'll end it here for the night.